Are you struggling to find the right plan to research the planes? You are considering bombers, but are not sure in what order. Hey, you are doing the right thing. Bombers is the way. I will tell you why. Basically, I would say bombers are the breadbasket of War Thunder, and here is why. You don't need to make kills to get silver lions. First of all, you need to survive and then to drop bombs on bases, and that's it. For me, bombers has brought a fortune, and will for you too. And that's not only in the matter of silver lions, but they make a very good amounts of research points also. So listen, I will tell you how I would research them if I did it again from scratch. I will tell you a knowledge I didn't know when I was a fresh player. Every vehicle in War Thunder has its own multiplier for silver lions, and research points can be seen here. So what does it mean? It means that with some vehicles your time will be more valuable than with others. So at the end of the day you get more silver lions. So basically you need to look for vehicles which have higher return rates. Here I will notify you that I will cover heavy long-range bombers like PB4Y, B-29, Lancaster, etc. Not lighter types like German Ju series and similar ones that are meant for speed, and that is a bit different category and approach to use them. Basically like heavy bomber research tree. So before I dive into bombers, gonna show you how to know its bomb load, cause from that you can compare to others. You probably think, what? That's easy, go and check the mass of the bombs. But listen, have you got situations when you have feeling like, yes, I got this cool bomber with huge bombs, but when you drop, nothing special. What? Am I scammed by gauging? No, there comes a different parameter into play, and that is a TNT equivalent mass. This is a magical number you are looking for, because bomb mass can be the same of the TNT equivalent mass and also can be 2 times of that or more, and that means less you have TNT mass, less damage to bases and less silver lions to you. Okay, let's take a look on research tree at last. You might be wondering, there are 10 countries, which one to choose? First of all, let's narrow it down. Sweden doesn't have bombers, so these are out of our list. Secondly, we want to start researching ones who have the biggest potential, ones whose research tree are juicier than others. So there are basically 2 candidates, Great Britain and USA. Then come USSR, China, Germany, France, and the last ones are Japan, Italy, and Israel. So let's take a look into each country research tree. So let's start with USA. I will recommend to go with USA if you have some bombers in another country already. If not, then take Britain first, cause in USA you will need more silver lions to unlock next ranks. So the hardest thing for each of the countries is to research the first bomber. For example, I took about 10 battles until I got the first bomber. After that it feels like you are charging through these ranks, as bombers make really good amounts of research points. Here you can see that I have left 3 repairs. So that means I did a small amount of battles and then got next one and so on. From the USA your main goal is to get B-29, cause it will have the biggest bomb load. And second bomber's favorite vehicle is PB4Y. It has also a pretty good bomb load. So I suggest to do Britain if you are a fresh player and don't have any bombers, cause you can pretty easy to go through first ranks and you will get your first bombers. Your main goal here is to reach Sterling Bomber. Research both of them, but don't go further than that, cause in order to unlock next rank you need 3 additional vehicles, but as you see I by myself hadn't got those yet. Basically you need to research all the way through, starting from 2nd rank, 2 columns from fighters. You need to buy out 8 vehicles, and I did quick calculations, it is around 500,000 silver lions only for that. So if you are a new player, leave this to later and do USA Research 3 at this point. I had to admit that Germany 3 I did first when I was a fresh player, but as time passed and I got some experience in bombers, the value of Germany bombers faded in my eyes, cause there are no one with really big bomb loads like PB4Y or B29. But there are some decent ones. Probably Germany could also be done as first country, but I can't remember how much vehicles were needed to unlock ranks leading to rank 4. Bombers you want to aim for are .217, as these have quite good multipliers, and bomb load isn't that bad, 2.4 tons. If we compare to PB4Y, it has 4 tons, but multiplier is lower. If you manage to drop 2 times, could be quite a nice rewards. If we look at He 177, then not as good as PB4Y, but are close to that. Has about 3 ton payload. So for China you want to go for PB4Y and Tupolev 4. That is a copy of B29, but has higher battle rating. So higher risk but higher rewards, as multiplier is a bit higher and also bomb load is a bit higher. For USSR you want to get Tupolev 4, but I had to mention one bomber who is worth to get from this tree also. That is P8, which have 5 ton bomb. You can take this in tank battles and then drop it on your enemy. That is the one of the biggest ground vehicle fears, to see this bomb falling down on them. From France you want to take PB4Y primary. Then if you want can take Lancaster also, but it has almost 2 times lower bomb load. In Japan are nothing special. If we look at the last bomber, it has only 1.7 multiplier for silver lions. If we look at bomb load, it's about 1.3 tons. I mean, you won't get much out of this in matter of silver lions. And previous ones are similar. For Italy, basically same story as for Japan. Bombers are a bit crappy. Last bomber have 1.7 multiplier for silver lions and bomb load is about 1.4 tons. If we compare to Stirling, which is same rank vehicle but from Britain, it has 2.3 multiplier and bomb load almost 3 tons. Israel have only one propeller type bomber, which by itself will be hard to research cause you will need to do battles with fighter and you need to get 63,000 research points. Multiplier for it is 2.3, so isn't that bad, but bomb load isn't great, only 2 tons. So gonna share small tips, might be useful if you are a new player. First, try to destroy bases completely. You will get additional reward for base destruction. Second, if you fly for the first time with particular bomber, at first don't drop too much bombs. Count how much of them you drop and then figure out how much you need for one base. This way you maximize your gains. And third, use boosters on your best bombers. Conclusion. Go for Britain if you have no bombers. Then for USA, your goal is to get B29, then go for China and USSR, you want to get Tupolev-4, and then go for France, there are PB4Y, and then you can go for jet bombers. I would suggest Canberra, 2 are for USA and 2 are for Britain. And afterwards you can do rest of the jets or take break and go for fighters, because at this moment you should have a bunch of Silver Lions, as you know are experienced bomber. And don't forget to not repair your vehicles. Check out my other video, normal guide to get rich.